You to America, and you America, and you baby, I know say you go, so I go take you.
Welcome to Loud Silence Radio and TV Network. My name is Kevin Ekorbedu Taylor. This is the extended version of With All Due Respect. I'm transmitting live from home. My producers are all transmitting from home too. They are all in different states, and because of technology, we're reaching you in your homes, on your phones, on your TV sets, everywhere anywhere you are now. We're reaching you live. This is Loud Silence Radio and TV. My name is Kevin Ekorbedu Taylor. This is the day the Lord has made. Jesus said that I will not turn this stone into bread because the devil wasn't specific. The devil was supposed to say, Jesus, turn this stone into tea bread or butter bread, or maybe A1 bread. But the devil was like, Jesus, turn these stones into bread. And Jesus said, be specific. And that when you are specific, I can give you what you want. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the With All Due Respect extended version, where here we serve the fact. I can see people on Facebook, on YouTube, on all the platforms. We're streaming on 3 platforms. 3 different platforms. We're streaming on Facebook, 2 platforms on Facebook and 1 on YouTube. On Facebook, you can look for With All Due Respect. With All Due Respect. Go on your phone and look for With All Due Respect. Like the page or follow the page. And when we come live like this, you will get notifications to hear whatever we're saying or speaking about. The same Facebook, look for Loud Silence Radio and TV Network. On the same Facebook, you can look for Loud Silence Radio and TV Network. There too, you can watch this show live. And also on YouTube. On YouTube, you can go there and subscribe. The page is Loud Silence Radio and TV Network. These are the platforms we're streaming on live this evening in your homes, on your phones. My fellow Ghanaians, listening to me from abroad, listening to me from Ghana, 5,000 miles from here, my homeland, Ghana. Good evening and welcome back to the show. Today we're discussing hypocritical BORGAS. But you know one funny thing? Somebody is really making headlines in Ghana today. I've been telling you people that, the kind of standards we set now, some people are struggling to get in there. They are doing everything possible to look relevant. This is journalism 101. We have changed the settings. We have changed the settings from the Vietnam suit settings and the propaganda settings. We have changed the settings to truth. So some journalists out there are struggling. They want the attention. They want the numbers. They want to be seen. They want the world to hear about them so that they could sell the ideas of their paymasters. So they have decided to use people's parents or people's parents' past to buy some time. But, Ghanaians are wise now. People are wide open. Our eyes are wide open. We know the facts from lies, So today, I'll take a few minutes of my time to address the Paul Adam Ochi show issue. I'll actually I decided not to talk about it because, I know this guy. I've been telling you guys about him for a very long time now. There's nothing different about what we're seeing today. It's not new, And this guy and the likes of Kukubaku and Kwame Sifakai, all these people, they are done in the system. Nobody listens to them again. They are worried. They are worried because they are realizing that the youth, the new Ghanaian, is getting wiser, is becoming smart. They are doing their own research and they are following the issues. They are actually following the issues. So when you lie, they will tell you in your face that you are a liar. So when I saw the video, I was like, hey, there's nothing new here. This is what he has been doing all these years. Now people are realizing that this guy is just a liar. Somebody's complaining about no sound. I'm sorry. The sound is perfect. Please. The sound is perfect. I will only take that from Sandra Hetika. If Sandra Hetika says that the sound isn't perfect, then my producer will believe it. But for what I'm seeing here, let me see if Sandra is online. I'll go check on Sandra. And if she said the sound is perfect, it means the sound is perfect. So as I was saying, we're not going to swallow anything these people throw at us again. And I'm going to take my time today and play some audios. In fact, we need to hear what Zanetor Rawlings said. And then we can actually deduce it and make our own judgment and see if she was being partisan or she was speaking the truth I'm also going to play some audios by some Ghanaians and about how they felt since they started sharing food to Ghanaians, if it has been partisan or not. 2 days ago, I talked about one MP in Kumasi having his picture on the loaf of bread and a lonka of gari sharing to the people. So these are the things. Even in Kumasi, we have a regional minister telling Ghanaians how people are forcing him to share food to only party executive. And he also admitted that he was sharing food to his party executive and that the gender minister sent him some things to share. One Jenny to give to the elderly in the neighborhood. So these are the things. So if Zanetor is saying these things, she has her facts. She's been following what's happening on social media. And these videos are made by the ordinary Ghanaian. They want Ghanaians to know what is really happening. For Paul Adamotri to come and sit on his show to make such vague allegations and use those words against the lady, I see it as he wasn't actually going after Zanetor. He knows that this woman is an honorable woman. Hey, Zanetor's dad, Rawlings, I have gone after him several times where I thought that he did not do the right thing or did not say the right thing. I have been on my show. I have criticized Rawlings several times. He's human. And if he starts to act like he is not seeing whatever is happening, I say it to him and I say it in his face. And I'm not scared of Rawlings, but was Paul actually targeting Zanetor? He wasn't doing that. Paul was actually inciting Ghanaians against the woman's dad. So these are the things we have to be looking at and analyzing as Ghanaians. At this point, this is not a time we need. This is not a time for people or journalists of Paul's caliber to come sit on TV and do these things. Their time is past. Chance no day again for them. The space is now sealed. They don't have the space to exhibit their ignorance again. So now they are picking on low-hanging fruit. My producer's favorite line. They are picking on the low-hanging fruit. You remember, this same Paul came to sit on TV trying to make it look like Akufo-Addo's dad is the person who won, got Ghana independence, and Kwame Nkrumah. This guy rubbished Kwame Nkrumah to the core. It made Ghanaians understand that Kwame Nkrumah is an idiot and that Akufo-Addo's family are the guys. See, so there is an agenda behind it. And I'm so happy the way Ghanaians are reacting. I decided to speak on this issue this evening because I realized that Paul has to be very honest, I think his brains are on menopause, because this evening he granted an interview to Omar Sanda or something in City, and he insisted that he had to do it. He's showing no remorse. The arrogance and the disrespect to people. This guy is a sexist. So we have to take our time. But before I go into this serious issue, but today the issue is about the BORGAS in America, the BORGAS in Germany, in London, in Kuwait, in Estonia, the BORGAS in Panya. Today I have a message for the BORGAS. I think our problem as a nation is you, the BORGAS. The BORGAS, you are our problem. Ghana not developing, about 80% of the problem or 60% of the problem should be linked to the BORGAS. The BORGAS are the ones who are really, really disappointing Ghanaians. So before I start the show officially, you know how the rituals are. I need to go on Facebook and say hello to the family. Each and every single person watching us means this person is supporting this. Not everybody online watching us supports what we're doing. There are people who have been planted to come and insult, come here and distract people, but we are focused. We are tightly focused. So no amount of words or distraction will distract us. No, we are ready. We are willing to speak truth to power. So I'll go straight to Facebook and say hello to the family. And from there, we can discuss today's issue. You see my macho camp. So right now, if I wear my shirt, then no, Jack, macho camp too much. All right. So let's do this. Konu Charles is watching live. How are you doing, Konu? Majid Gado Suleiman, with all due respect, say, Poto, Faustina, Faustina. Jack, your name is thick. All right, I tried here. Joseph Kofi. Joseph, I'm making you a woman right now. Joseph Kofi is watching us. Oh man, the names are coming in. The people are trooping in, so it's not stable. I'll try and see if I can do only the first name. Mustafa Al Hassan is watching. Dan Gajra is watching. Lovelace Huggenbone, the Dutch name. You're also watching. Bob Lincoln is watching. Zola King is here. UK Gold Okansi is watching. James Lydia Akam is also watching. As Lydia Akam is the French captain here. Tete Simons is here. Abubakar Yunus is here. Mathis Andrew. Kweku Newton. Abubakar Zakari. Adams Hussein. How are you guys doing? This is the family. This is the family. Yes, the family is here. Ima Tego. Danny. Afi Iwa is watching as live. Abubakar Yunus is watching. Paloya is watching. Wooden Awake is watching. Awake is watching. Yes. Imat Tego says no sound. I don't think so. Somebody says very good sound. That's Raymond. Raymond, thank you very much. Adam Hussein. Adam Hussein is watching. Michael Abuisi Francis is here. Lagbani is here. Lazar. Names. Where's that name? Man, I need to find that name again. It's gone. Okay, so let's see. Jessica Simpson is watching. Christina Inen is watching. This is the family. David Agbenyaga is watching. Richard is here. Saint is here. Jacob Nukuta is here. Prince Kokwa is here. Super Babe. Hello to you, Super Babe. Names upon names. Imraina. Man, trust me, I'm trying my best to mention the name perfectly, but you know how it works. Names, I'm sorry. Don't get offended if I get your name wrong. Luther King Jr. is watching. Anes Salama is also watching. Ahmed is watching. Felix Efford. Harrison Moulton. Dan Gager is back. Roland. Razik, your name is gone. Joseph K. Andy is here. Confidence K. Barfor is watching live. Rain Lopez is here. Prince Dulugu is watching. Linda Waltz is here. Ivan Stana One is here. Dominic Yao Osei is watching live from wherever he is. Foster AJ is here. Paul is representing live. Abdul Nas, this is music, right? Let me mention 5 names and I'll play one music for you. Okay, this music goes to Sir Kwame and Alhaji Awudu. Omunyina wa abrochi, omunyina France no wote. Nana ya also te atafo dunia no mobo Kwame Kodjokrom. Joseph K Andy so ha ono so yebonyo mano. Philemon Goodwork also yebonyo mouse ye de adabreku nyom ne de show crying. Solomon Kofi, Philip Jerry, munyina yebonyo mamu nyamisha munyina. With all due respect, Abdul Wahab is here. Isaac Kran is clapping. Nyamisha munyina. This is music. Coming to you live from across the world. Kaba Vincent is also here. Sarkodie Seth is watching us live. Abdul Fatah. So this is the music. This one we call it greetings from abroad. So greetings from abroad. Boga for the say fire. Yeah, Bronx ha. Bibi ekosu yepa. Isaac Grant, you are also on fire. Music to you. Greetings from abroad. And unshakable, untouchable. Greetings from abroad to you. Abdul, greetings from abroad. Mike Quage, greetings from abroad. James. Wana Shaba Seinu, greeting from abroad to you. Lillian, Matthias Andrews, Kweku Simon, greetings from abroad to you guys. Greetings from abroad. The music is not going to be played, but I can tell you that it's Elder Miracle's album. So you can go look for one and watch it. Borgas, Isaac Grant says Borgas are the problem. Hudu is also here. Dominic Yaosei is watching us live. Kevin, you are fantastic. Thank you very much, Mauli. You are also watching. This is greetings from abroad. Aliu Mahama, no music. Amos Na, more fire. Lydia, I come back. Music. Greetings from abroad. If you hear your name, a sound has been dedicated to you. Elder Miracle's album. Daniel. Seidu Abu, foolish fool, idiot, stupid fool, beast, Dominic, idiot, Kevin Taylor. Okay, Seidu Abu says, foolish fool, idiot, stupid fool, beast, demonic. Hey, when I try to go to empower to me, Nipa Bakuno Mami, Dibi now Bible no crap, some friends saying, okay, let's go on. Emmanuel Eshon Jr. says, Kevin, you have never mentioned my name. Emmanuel Eshon Jr. This music is coming to you live from Washington, D.C. Emmanuel, we have mentioned your name and you can bring your music. We will play for you. Daddy Lumba. Okay. So Richard Kwame Agbozo is also watching us. Yvette Akole is watching. Isaac Kran. This is all greetings from abroad. Greetings from abroad. On with all due respect. Kwabena Obo is also watching live. Baba Akwe is watching. And Kojo Evans, Isaac Kran. This is the family. I can never start the show without saying hello to the family. So that was on Facebook. It's happening. The names keep coming. Kobe Treme. I need to go on YouTube and say hello to the family there. My class prefect, Sandra Heteka, might be on there. If you're on YouTube, I'm on YouTube. Greetings from abroad, YouTube. When I mention your name, please, with all due respect, go back and hit the like button. With all due respect, all the people on YouTube, with all due respect, can you kindly listen to Sandra Heteka and go back and hit the like button with all due respect. So I'm going to mention your name and you go back and do that respectfully. Habib O2, speaking truth to power. Habib, with all due respect, you can go back and hit the like button. Joseph Kadud Dakudzi is also here. Bismarck J. Nyakon is here. DJ Kwesi, Adam Kula, D Smash. Yes, you are family, man. Said Nala is also here. Focus, Said, go back and hit the like button. Thank you very much. Say Isaac Kakuchi is watching. DJ Kwesi, Matthew Amate is watching. Matthew, with all due respect, please hit the like button. Saki Nathaniel is watching us live. Hit the like button. Saki, in fact, you are the deputy to Sandra today. I've not seen Sandra. It's weird, man. The funny thing is, I've not even seen Sandra's picture before. People say Sandra, every day I mention Sandra's name. But Sandra, she's the class prefect on YouTube. Isaka Karim is also watching us. Mark Moigno. Sandy, how are you doing? Hey, who is that Mark asking Sandy how she's doing? Mark, don't come and do protocol here. Our ladies here, we are keeping them safe. Don't come and do protocol here. Come and say hello to the ladies. Come and listen and go. If you do patapa for here, the head work here, head be a bit head. All right, it's all good. King Pepe Calio says, focus, man. Please, can you go back and hit the like button? D Smash is back. Adam Kula is back again. And who again? Richard Kofiago. How you doing, sir? I hope you're doing good. Good presentation too. Thank you, sir. Kindly go back and hit the like button. Humado Sitsofe is also watching us live. Abdul Mustafa is on fire. Sir, can you hit the like button with all due respect? Humado Sitsofe is back again. Adam Kula is back. Let's see. Senna Kelvin, how are you doing, sir? Richard Kofi is back. Abdul Mustafa. Who again? Santa Energy is watching us live. John Kweku Sabi is watching us live from wherever he is. Everybody on YouTube, this is greetings from abroad coming to you live. The music is coming from Daddy Lumba. Ubeko unko abainsa. So just go there and hit the like button. People think we don't have problems. Masa, we get problem past. You just say we are maintaining our level. You see, we are just maintaining our level. What you make chinchine? Muna. Meeting and muna. Udrufio so muna. Nipa bako uwa ebisi. What is your problem? De bia wa chinchine wa suit untimi kura home. School kakra ukwa about degree kakra ntu umbunipa. De bia wo buof obi ka asem bia wonte ase. Maintain small and relax small for life inside. De bia when you break digidi pen sha okoko ha. De bia the pen asha ha na brofo no obi ka na market na weti en nyabotre. Man would say, boss, and maintain your nyabute. Now, brofuna gasa, a mom car brofuna could do some time. I'm car brofuna with Tiasia. Brody, not the brofuna buyer, no. On the credit some time, crap, and a brofuna, dear man. It's nyabute, school crowd koye. No, become brofuna now, Makeno. And this one is wrong. Ukrobukra, KVIP, so a get truck, a KVIP good crowd, still a chair. Nyabute, Nyabute, Sreka crack. Now you nipa. The beer muna, the beer hono. The open titles, I know Paul Adebayo is watching me this evening with a fake account. I think he's hiding behind his wife's account. The same as is Anan Kuma. Always watches this show. He watches this show every day with his wife's account. Ace, I hope you're doing good. I said, come out. I have one silver bullet for you. Come out. And all the members of Occupy Ghana, I know you guys are all watching from home. Some of you are still working like bulls. Have anything changed? Has anything changed? You guys are still working like a bull because it's Ankuma said you people were working like bulls. Are you now working like in Confirm? Because bulls work harder than in Confirm. What has changed? Occupy Ghana. So we are maintaining our level. See, sir, when you come on this platform, relax. We are coming to share ideas. We are going to make sure that Ghana is on the right track. You know, how are you? How do you do that? Obi busa asem kwa na yem hyehye no usu wu a wewu mike ko accounts scale dem yem bro £100 de bia wa yeyere ba wi ufre busuafo ofia how are you everybody masa oni omonka twi no omonte ase e de nko a boys e de nko a de bia wa ye oto din Jack, what are you the want for this world inside? So still on YouTube, I just want to say hello to Dede 17 Nolte is here. Senna Kelvin is back, and then Adam Kula. Okay, I think I've gotten a lot of people here. I can't mention everybody's name, but hey, there's the family. Sometimes people's name come up. Sometimes some people don't hear their name. That's how it is. Indeed, the advice for today, before I start the show, is maintain your level. Maintain your level. Sebi wa nko school, uko school. Maintain your level. The most important thing is keep friends close. Always be kind. Always respect people. Always make your brother's problem your problem. It is very important. Degree. It does not make you better than anybody. You need humans than degree and money. Trust me. Inti mo amaye tinchine na makoche paper na obe market and I made them go school waha, and I mean Jim first degree waha, and a PhD, and a papa called London. Masa, at the end of the day, so just maintain your level small, especially in young call for my school kakri. The bia chinchine and nipa no chow ade school no so anya den. So with all due respect, let's get serious here and then just be each other's brother's keeper. I think I'm getting it right. So yeah, today I want us to do something. Are you ready? Story. Are you ready? Okay, let's do something today. Let's get serious now. Now, Paul Adomotri on his show, we are talking about today's main topic is about the BORGAS. BORGAS living in Europe, BORGAS living in Asia, BORGAS living in America, BORGAS living even in Africa. Today, I'm going to talk to the BORGAS because I did some episodes some time back and I said hypocritical BORGAS. One of those episodes I really like a lot. And I think this is the time we have to start speaking to these BORGAS because it's getting to the point where it's beginning to look like these BORGAS are not helping us at all. The BORGAS in Europe, in America, especially the BORGAS in UK. BORGAS no more UK. Manasa. Still, they don't want to accept. You see, BORGAS libi so US wrong side of Massachusetts. And so BORGAS libi. Yeah, I feel any BORGAS be kind of cranon. We are not going to mince words today. I'm going to tell you BORGAS what you are doing wrong and what you need to do right. Very, very important. UK BORGAS. Dokununkwa gaga omunika pre. Sebi. They are very smart and intelligent BORGAS in UK. I have friends in UK. I know people who are smart and intelligent. Now call me in if one. Omo imagine say omo person be o madwene nim. Omo de omo amase tentan. Omo yeyere omoto. Say Frank Amankwa. Munim Frank Amankwa. No bokotokofo too. Or you good rough. Amankwa. Ampacho bi for Frank Amankwa nickname mbreme. Yeah, Amankwa. Okay. Carlos Amankwa na because not Roberto Carlos. Okay. Ne punk no. The punk Frank Amankwa punk na we try munim ne din. Today we are taking it cool. Frank Amankwa ne punk na we try munim ne din. Yes, see for yetare. Me person me body no. Bibi tarboso, bibi etarboso. Punk ni so. All right, so let's get serious here. Now, Paul Adomotri decided to speak on some issues concerning the NDC MP Zanetor Rawlings, and then he used a few words which people thought that it was below, and that Paul didn't really do his actually he didn't really. I'm trying to pick my words well. Paul was supposed to at least do his fact checking well before he came on TV to talk. I don't want to put Paul in a box, and I also don't want Paul to think that he did the right thing. That is very important, because before you get on your show, you have to understand that you are also human. The person you are going to talk about is also human, and that until you have the facts right, you don't go out there and say anything. And if you try to rope in the person's parent, inciting the person because of the person's dad's record, you have to understand that the person you are talking about is not his dad or her dad. I hope I'm making some sense here. Zanetor Rawlings has worked hard to get to this point as a doctor, and she decided to come back home and help Ghanaians, her own community. A few people do that. Majority of the people go out, they make the degree, they have their dads backing them, they got all the support, and then they stay, they are selfish, they don't want to come back and help the people. But this lady, after everything, she decided to come back home and help. How does she want to help? Through politics. And she's making some serious impact. Now, we have to also understand that as a journalist, you can do your best to protect somebody. But we also have to understand again that the people are wise now, especially when it comes to access to information. Maybe people in Ghana, somebody like Osler, they are sitting on the data and making things slow for them to access information. But still, people are even able to access information in the shortest minute. So I think Paul is still living in the old-fashioned kind of journalism where he thinks he can say things and walk away, and then people will tap or pat him on the shoulder and say, today you did a great job. You have finished this guy's career. No. Now, let's listen to Zanetor Rawlings. We need to listen to what she said, and then I'm going to play some videos of some Ghanaians, some MPs, talking about how some people in government today are sharing the food and giving to party faithfuls. These are very important things. So we need to take our time and break these things down for Ghanaians to understand. Now, let's listen to Zanetor Rawlings. What is happening here? Okay, I think we're good.
We are giving food to the 200 plus Kaya here and over 500 in Tama Station because in spite of the government saying that they are being fed, these people are not getting food. And the unfortunate thing that is happening is that people are using partisanship to distribute food. This is a humanitarian crisis. Women and children are hungry. They are locked down because it's not their fault the virus is in Ghana. People are literally being asked to show evidence of their party membership before they are given food. This is not acceptable. This is very sad. The virus does not show whether you are NDC or MPP before it infects you. The lockdown is for the entire place. It is not selective. It is time to account who is receiving the money and who is the food going to. We need greater transparency. It is wrong. What's going on is wrong. And you cannot have a crisis of this nature where people are using partisanship to decide who eats and who doesn't eat. This is unacceptable. We need greater accountability and transparency with the disbursement of funds and distribution of food. As a member of parliament, I am an ex-official member of the municipality, which means I should be informed on what is going on. I do not know what is going on with regards to the disbursement of funds or the distribution of food. All I know is there are women here with their children who are sleeping outside because they have no chance to work, because they've not been allowed to go back home, and they are not getting fed. The government said they would give each of them 15 cedis a day, if I'm not mistaken. There is no evidence of that happening. It is time for greater accountability and transparency. This is a humanitarian crisis that's born out of a pandemic. We must not have a case where, secondary to the COVID-19, we end up with people starving in a country that is not at...
Yes, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this.
Baby, I know so you go home, child. So I'ma take you to America. My new home, America. My new home, America. Baby, I know so you go home, child. So I go take you to America. My new home, America. My new home, America. Baby, I know so you go home, child. So I go take you to America. My new home, America. My new home, America. Baby, I know so you go home, child. So I go take you to America. My new home, America. My new that's America. 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 This country way, everything is different. Baby, I know so you go, child. So I go take you to America. And you home, America. And you dance, America.
We are giving food to the 200 plus Kaya here and over 500 in Tama Station because in spite of the government saying that they are being fed, these people are not getting food. And the unfortunate thing that is happening is that people are using partisanship to distribute food. This is a humanitarian crisis. Women and children are hungry. They are locked down because it's not their fault the virus is in Ghana. People are literally being asked to show evidence of their party membership before they are given food. This is not acceptable. This is very sad. The virus does not show whether you are NDC or MPP before it infects you. The lockdown is for the entire place. It is not selective. It is time to account who is receiving the money and who is the food going to. We need greater transparency. It is wrong. What's going on is wrong. And you cannot have a crisis of this nature where people are using partisanship to decide who eats and who doesn't eat. This is unacceptable. We need greater accountability and transparency with the disbursement of funds and distribution of food. As a member of parliament, I am an ex-official member of the municipality, which means I should be informed on what is going on. I do not know what is going on with regards to the disbursement of funds or the distribution of food. All I know is there are women here with their children who are sleeping outside because they have no chance to work, because they've not been allowed to go back home, and they are not getting fed. The government said they would give each of them 15 cedis a day, if I'm not mistaken. There is no evidence of that happening. It is time for greater accountability and transparency. This is a humanitarian crisis that's born out of a pandemic. We must not have a case where, secondary to the COVID-19, we end up with people starving in a country that is not at.
You're still listening to Loud Silence Radio and TV Network. This is the extended version of With All Due Respect. Yes, our broadcast is being interrupted today. I don't know what's happening. Hey, yeah, it's tough, man. It's crazily tough. Yeah, it's crazily tough. But hey, we will get it done. We will get it done. I'm still here. We're trying to figure this out. We don't really know what is happening back there, because anytime we test everything right, we get online and then we detect stuff on our line. We detect stuff. You know, the difference between what you watch on social media with other people using their phone and all that, we are streaming like a radio. You know, we're streaming like a radio. So the issue is people are trying to tamper with what we're doing. That is the problem. Some people, our producer is still working around the clock to get this working, you know, and we're not going. No, we're not going. We're still going to get this right. We are still going to get this right. We are still going to get this right. And I know people, you see, it's not about distracting us, and no, we are still going to get this right. If you're still watching me, this is Loud Silence Radio, and the show is With All Due Respect extended version. We're having some technical challenges. What people are doing right now is they go in, they follow the page, and then they try to do their own thing. And we know where it's coming from. They go in there, they follow With All Due Respect on YouTube, on Facebook, the two platforms on Facebook, Loud Silence Radio and TV, Facebook, With All Due Respect. The moment they get in there, they become followers, and then we have detected hundreds of them. That's what they do every time to obstruct the system. But you see, we're going to be working. That is not going to stop us. We are still going to be working. So if you're listening to me, that was the voice of Zanetor Rawlings. But we were discussing Paul Adomotri's issue with Zanetor. And I told you guys earlier on that this guy decided to go after this lady. The lady wasn't his target. The target was the lady's parents, especially her dad. So he was actually building something. People really got lost in there. You see, she attacked, you know, there was a time it came up that Zanetor Rawlings was going to be the running mate for John Dramani Mahama, and then she's a very big figure in the NDC. People respect her now. She's one of the few women in NDC who is becoming more prominent, more vocal. So it was a planned thing, you know. But you see, Ghanaians are very wise now. Ghanaians are becoming wiser and wiser each and every day. Now, if you listen to the lady's statement, she was asking for 2-3 simple things. She was asking for food for her people. As a member of parliament and as somebody who came from the community, that is her duty. And she's supposed to have an idea of the government intervention or support for the people. So as somebody who was elected by these locals, she's supposed to be there and know how, if they are going to be given money or they are going to be given food. And from her statement, you realize that she didn't have an idea as a member of parliament if these people were being fed or not. Now, she talked about transparency and accountability. These are simple things that we don't even need to argue about. Some money is there. They are disbursing the money and the food and all that. She just wants to know who is in charge. How is the money being disbursed? Who is giving who what? They were even told they were going to be given 15 Ghana cedis. Have they been given? Because the same people she lives with, the people who gave her power in her constituency, come to her and tell her that, you know what, we are hungry. We are not getting the assistance the government is saying we are getting. And she's a member of parliament. I am not a member of parliament. You are not a member of parliament. We are on social media every single day and we see what happens, how people are sharing food to party faithfuls. This is not something that somebody should come and sit on TV and insult her dad and bring in things that nobody cares about. I don't care about 31st December Women's Movement. Trust me. I don't care about them. What I care about is today, Ghanaians, are they being fed? Are they being given the food the government promised them? Because today, the same Ghanaians have been told to stay home by the government. These are the simple things this woman was asking. And then a journalist like Paul Ademochi, so ask yourself, what will make Paul come and do this? Now, what made me decide to do this story this evening is simple. He went and he was interviewed again and he said, he arrogantly replied and said that the Accra mayor came on his show to say some things, so it justifies what he did. It shows how weak-minded Paul Ademochi is. You see, and I don't blame Paul. When we're all growing up, we watched Good Evening Ghana. People who hosted Good Evening Ghana before Paul, we know how that show is. Today, it has become something like a riem. He brings pastors, malams, and you could see that he's struggling to fit in the system. He's doing everything possible to be noticed. That's why sometimes you go and bring Chemaun to me, and it is like that. It is becoming difficult. It's becoming difficult each and every day for him to realize that, for him to get in that space. Because what we are doing today, the journalism 101 we are doing today, is tough for him because he has been compromised. And I'm not going to sit here and use all the most unsavory words on Paul. I know Paul for a long time. We all know Paul and who he has become. Zanetor Rawlings has worked hard to get to this position. Very hard. I have my own issues with her dad. And when her dad goes wrong, I chastise him, I talk on my show, I criticize him. Her mom, I have my own issues with her. But when there's an issue like this, and the member of parliament is speaking for her people, and we all have seen what is happening on social media, how members of parliament are sharing food to or for their party delegates. But this is our country, so nobody can speak again. Or because somebody wears some Vietnam suit, he thinks he has the audacity to speak anyhow. That's what I'm telling Ghanaians, that you guys have lost it. Paul wasn't targeting this lady. He had the plan to make this lady look bad in the eyes of Ghanaians, but he was trying to shift Ghanaians, the anger, he was trying to turn Ghanaians against her dad so that people will now use that to hate this lady. So he was trying to touch on the nerves of people who have issues with J.J. Rawlings, to technically become enemies of Zanetor Rawlings, because Paul Ademochi knows the future of this lady. Any rational human being, sensible Ghanaian, any person who has been studying our political terrain will understand that Zanetor Rawlings is one of the finest young women who can be president of this nation. And I'm saying this emphatically. You can bring 10 politicians, women, and line them. You see, this girl has proven to Ghanaians that she is a politician. She is not somebody who is a daddy's girl that takes that. No, she has been her own commander to date. So what will make Paul Ademochi do this? These are the kind of things we need to be asking. It's a plot. You see, they have been plotting against this girl for a long time. And you see, the video I played for you to listen, I'm rational, you are not. Tell me where this lady said anything wrong. We all know for a fact that today in Ghana, MPP delegates are being given food. We watched one Ashanti regional guy. Where's the video? Let me see. Let's listen. Let's watch this. How regional ministers in Kumasi, how people are putting their pictures on bread to share in the middle of a pandemic. See, so these are the kind of things I always say that, Ghanaians, this is the time we have to sit back. We have to sit back, analyze the issues, think, research, and make our decisions. Somebody like Paul Ademochi, Kweku Bako, Kwame Sefakai, they get their points, their daily points from the Jubilee household. These guys are rich more than anybody else in Ghana. They are rich because they have destroyed people in Ghana. These people are crazily rich, and this is their trade. This is their hallmark. This is their trademark, their logo. They go into the Jubilee House, they give them assignment, and they come and do it. But it hurts me that most of us, you see, we got lost in the middle because he has two agendas here. What he did, Paul Adamotri came to do, is simple. To destroy this woman's reputation, the career, what this woman has built as Zanetor Rawlings. And also to turn people, touch the nerves of the tribalistic people, ignorant Ghanaians who don't want to accept that we are in a new Ghana and we have to move forward. He wanted to touch the nerves of those people to come back again, have issues with Rawlings, and automatically translate that to his daughter. That is what Paul was doing. And he's not going to get it because it doesn't matter. Any reasonable person knows that this girl is working for Ghana and working for her people. It hurts. How many young, intelligent women, with all due respect, do we have like this lady? How many? She is a doctor. She has worked hard to get to this level. She could have said, I want to practice my whatever as a professional doctor. I don't care about Ghana. And my dad was an ex-president. I will live in Europe, America. But she came back to take some of these nonsense. In the middle of pandemic, she's left her family. She's with the people. And then a whole journalist does not fact check things, comes, sits there and incites the people against her and against her dad. The bigger picture here is these are the same people who recently said that J.J. Rawlings killed some judges. And we all know it's part of our history. It has not been confirmed. J.J. Rawlings, Kwame Nkrumah, Dems, all the way back, these people are all idiots. And that J.B. Dankwa and his people are the best people in Ghana. So we are going to have a new holiday. You have to understand what they are building here. They are trying to, you see, overturn our democracy. They are trying to overturn our history. And anybody who is a potential intelligent person who is going to save Ghanaians from these kind of things, they will go after that person. That is the thing. Didn't Paul hear the nonsense the gender minister said? When we in this country, when people made statements, Abronya DC is sitting on TV saying that food that the opposition is sharing is poisoned. This Paul didn't have anything to say about those things because it's one of them. You see, so that's where you have to understand that when you waste your time on watching Paul Adamotri nowadays on Good Evening Ghana, is like watching underage porn. It is difficult. It's disgusting. Yes, watching Paul Adamotri now on Good Evening Ghana, every time you turn your phone on and you watch him, it's like watching an underage porn. It is disgusting. It is self-demeaning. It's horrible. And these are the people young journalists in GIA and whatever are looking up to. These guys are rich. They've been rich because they have wrote on people's good credibility. They have destroyed people. You remember, this is the same Paul Adamotri who tried to destroy his own colleague, classmates, saying that the guy wrote his exams for him. You, Paul, as we speak, as we went to law school, you did not even write your own exams. We are at the point where we have to build this nation. But you see, the so-called senior journalists in Ghana, they are struggling. It is tough for them. I tell you, you see, what we are creating now is not just talk. We are creating a new environment. And it is difficult for them now to fit in. So the only way they can get the attention is to destroy people like Zanetor Rawlings. She is one of the finest politicians. She does not need to be a president. She does not need to be a vice president. She is just finest, one of the finest, because her contribution is very vital. I don't talk about especially ministers and MPs. I don't. No, I don't do that. But I would, in any day, upon my issues with her dad, not coming out sometime to speak when issues happen in Ghana, had issues with her dad being a hypocrite when it comes to his own political NDC, her mom, I will always, any day defend this lady because she has proven that she's matured when it comes to politics. That is what we have to do. Every day we are calling for young, intelligent, smart people to get into our political settings. And we have ingrate vampires like Paul Adumotri. They are sitting on the fence and they always want to pounce on people like that and destroy their career. Yes. And it's not just Paul Adumotri. Go out there. Kweku Baku, what is he not doing? Kwame Sefakai, they are pouncing on. You see, when Kojo Nkrumah Dems decided to get into politics, Mustafa Hamid Dems, what didn't we say? We bragged about it in 2015. These are the new guys, the new generation. They are going to change the politics in Ghana today. Where are they? Where are those people today? Kojo Nkrumah has technically become a lying object, not even a human, a lying object. You see, Mustafa Hamid, today, he drives 6 V8s, 13 people, and go to Zongo to commission 1 toilet. That is where we are. So, it's becoming difficult because now, we the young ones are fighting that we'll get rid of these old horses in parliament, in our politics, to bring in fresh ideas. And there are some vampires or vultures sitting on the fence looking for the ones who are going to help this nation to destroy them. That is what Paul was told to come do yesterday. And I saw some video online, a lady insulting Zanetor Rawlings. Whatever happened in 1979, whatever happened during Rawlings' era stays with Rawlings. We have to understand that. With me, if I have to criticize Rawlings, I will criticize Rawlings as a leader, somebody who led as a president of Ghana. I will criticize him on what he did. Zanetor Rawlings was not forced. She didn't command or chant to be Rawlings' daughter. Zanetor Rawlings became Rawlings' daughter. She wasn't somewhere and she said, God, let me become Rawlings' daughter. No. You see, so we have to understand that. We were in this country when we were told that Nana Akufo-Addo don't di Yokogarida. Nana Akufo-Addo, his family, where he's from, it is the best. He has been to law school and that he'll be the finest president. Nana Akufo-Addo rode on his dad's credit to become president today. Anambwa. So if we want to talk about Akufo-Addo's dad, and Akufo-Addo president, no, because his dad technically was a chuka. He and his group, they sabotaged Nkrumah. We know all that they did, but we looked at Akufo-Addo and said that, you know what? Upon all your dad's chuking and his things he did, we don't care. It is you that we are looking at. Come and lead us. That is why Akufo-Addo is president today. People didn't vote for Akufo-Addo because of his dad. They voted for Akufo-Addo because of who he is and his track record and what he has done and the way he was pressing to be president and the things he said to Ghanaians. This one, you don't need a PhD person to tell you. You see, these old people with beard, in fact, I need to put this guy's picture here because he's the one I'm talking about. Yeah. These boys, they wear glasses, some Pinocchio glasses, they wear some Asian kid made. And then they will come and sit on TV like they are the most wisest people among Ghanaians. When they wear the glasses, that Asian kids, the Pinocchio glasses, and then go and buy those Pinocchio bow ties and Lala suit, green, blue, wear pink socks and green underwear and come and sit there. They see Ghanaians as fools, but we are not. We are not. You see, and I saw the response Zanetor gave to Paul Adumotri. Paul Adumotri has shown that he's got nothing left. And if you're a young man, a young woman in Ghana, and these are the people you are looking up to help our democracy, to help build Ghana, you are wasting your time. And I don't hate Paul. I don't even know this guy. I've not met him in my life. But he has shown that he's just a petty, low-life individual who cannot make decisions for himself. Yeah, very low. He's a low-life human being because, you see, he feels like he needs to ride on people's better reputation to make it. And no matter what Paul Adumotri does in life, Zanetor will always be ahead of you because she chose country or Ghana before her interest. That is what we are looking at now. Paul was sent there. He was sent there by Gabby Dems, by Bedieto Dems to go and incite the people against her father, and that when those people start getting angry with her father, they will get angry with her and we can destroy her because she's a potential candidate. I will not sit here and say, Paul, wait, Jimmy. No, I'm not going to do that. Ghanaians have seen it for themselves. It is clear. Everybody has seen it. Right now, the joke you have become. Today, you see Kweku Baku, he can't even consistently put his thoughts together when he's on platforms with other people because he's lying to cover the first lie, to cover that first lie, and the lie he told on Tuesday. And a man like that, he has become a lying tanker, walking. How many papers does Kweku Baku sell in a day? And we keep talking about this. Every day I come here, I kept telling Ghanaians, these people are our problem. These people like Paul Adomotri, they are our problem. Because in 2014, 2015, what didn't these people sell to Ghanaians? When I was in school, I was in Presec. Every time we watched Good Evening Ghana, Paul is my colleague, is another dear like myself. We are all Presecans. But I don't think the Presec I know groom people like this. No. The Presec I went to, the Legon Presec, they don't groom people like this. There was a time he went to pick a young boy less than 18 years who cannot vote at Presec to come sit on his show to tell Ghanaians that, yes, this government is the best and freest. That time, red, gold, green was there. Ghanaians were asking for the government to open up for intellectuals and people who know how our educational system works to come on board and help. And this, you see, so he has been doing this. This is him. If you respect Paul when he's sitting on TV speaking, you are committing suicide. This guy, if you take what Paul says, you are committing. I have text messages where Paul texted somebody I know that, hey, my people, that they have disappointed me. Oh. I didn't know that the president there, he didn't know anything. This person. But you see, this is the same person. He sat on NCA. He's on NCA board. NCA board. This guy. But NCA, in conjunction with the communication ministry, headed by my own girlfriend, the Lesbobo Asla, they shut down radio station and rendered journalists jobless. This guy was sitting on that, and Kweku Sechiado too, sitting on that board. This guy is a journalist. Yeah. So he was happy they had to mute, they had to take the voice from the people because he believes that when the voice is given to a few people, they can rule for life. That is what Paul Adomotri believes in. I'm not going to sit here and talk Paul. I don't have time for that. Today, my topic is actually about the BORGAS in Europe, America, Asia. These are the people I want to talk to. Paul, I just wanted Ghanaians to understand the way he thinks and what he has been doing for all this while. I saw Azuri writing the thing that Paul set him up. Paul had about 2015, 2016 election. He brought some boys from Nigeria. That person who contacted you and brought those boys from Nigeria to come help MPPs, tech guys to hack the results and all that. You went around them to take money. Paul, we know things. So these people, Ghanaians, I don't hate Paul. I don't have a problem. I don't know him. He's not fed me. I've not fed him before. Or we've not even, I don't know this guy. But my problem is these are the people who will destroy this nation. Anoche, Paul and Anoche, they brought the boys from Nigeria. The person, the Ghanaian, who brought those boys from Nigeria to introduce them to Paul, for Paul to take them to Nana and his people. Paul later, stabbed these guys, went around them, took the money. Today, he has issues with them. This is the kind of journalist. So I keep saying that Ghanaians, the youth, take your time, do your research, go on social media. When you see a video, verify it, look at the video. Just make your own judgment. When you're living in Europe, America, Asia, when people are dying, when COVID-19 is killing people, it is not selective. I like what Zanetor Rawlings said. She said, we want transparency. We want accountability because it is not about MPP or NDC. She spoke as a Ghanaian. And you could feel the pain in her voice. You could feel the pain in her voice. We have seen people who were brought up in rich homes, were brought up by ex-presidents. They don't even want to shake people. They don't even want to get in the midst of the locals. We know, we've seen them. Why? Why do you do that? What do you get from this? The $100,000, the $50,000. What? Right now you have 2 buildings. You live in one. Your wife lives in one. You have a what? You see, you are making the millions. By the end of the day, Paul, when Jesus is turning the stones into bread. So the issue here is not about MPP or NDC. This woman was just asking a government to help the people who gave us power. And when I say who gave us power, the government, the people who gave the MPP and NDC power. Ministers to be there today to be paid. And then when she says that she has evidence, not only her, we all have evidence. I'm trying to find the videos. And you people all know. Even Ghana Web published a story about when a woman was saying that she was asked for about her party card before she was given food, and she didn't have a party card, so she didn't get food. Anoche, the NCA boss ordered Ghana Web to shut that video down. Today, you can't find that video. This is the kind of country we live in now. So I want to tell you, Ghanaians, let's not spend too much time on Paul. Paul is vindictive. Paul is petty. Paul is a beggar. Paul would do anything to buy a green socks or a red sock. Paul would, if you even tell Paul to sleep with a chicken to give him $100, he would do it. So this guy does not have any credibility. He does not feel for people. All that he feels for is to be noticed in public wearing pink shoe, green socks, blue underwear, and red tie. This is the kind of person he thinks more because it's an inferiority complex thing. You see, he doesn't have height. He's always intimidated. He wants to be noticed. That is the kind of person we have now. If you were a very smart journalist, you tell Zanetor, come to my studio. Let me pose the questions to you. You say a small interview, a small communication about Zanetor Rawlings. Then you bring her dad in, you bring her mom in, you talk about her. She should not do that again. She's Rawlings' daughter. How dare you? A beggar like you, Paul? How dare you? Whatever sin that Rawlings committed, did Zanetor tell him to do that? Why are people so petty? Why are people so devilish? Why are people so evil? Where did you learn this? And I will not sit on my show and use words and no, you are petty. You are too petty, Paul. You had something good going on until you decided to be licking the ass of Gabi. You decided to lick the ass of the president. You see where it has landed you. The ordinary Ghanaian is not stupid again. The ordinary Ghanaian is not stupid again. Now, we ask questions. And when you answer us, we don't just take the answer. We wait for credible, reasonable answers. Today, people are sleeping under tents in Accra. The Accra Metropolitan Assembly gave people tents to sleep. Every day I keep asking, that Accra mayor, will he allow his daughter to sleep under that tent? That is the problem we have in Ghana. And no matter what, I might have my own differences with Rawlings. I might have my problem with his wife. But I would never allow somebody like you, a filthy beggar like you, Paul, to bring this woman's credibility down. Never. As far as I have this platform, I will never. And other people, I will never. The same thing Kennedy Japan is doing. You see? And so, Ghanaians, it is up to you. Now you have to sit up and know that we have been fed with lies for too long. There is an agenda there. These people they will be more interested in a civil war to maintain power than to see Ghana together. They don't care. I'm telling you. The president himself said in his cabinet meeting that it is only a former president who is stupid to elect a commissioner and lose an elections. Yes. It shows how deep they are in tyranny and in power. They are drunk. And you see, they look around and look for people who are so low-minded, weak-minded, not smart, but those people think they are smart. You see, when you see Paul, you have this idea that he's so smart. He's not. So they feed people like that and they push them into the public light and say, go and do the job for us. You see, Paul, we know so many things. The way your pants go down for another pants to go down, we know all, but this is not a platform. I don't care. You chose your kind to do your things. I don't care. You see? So please, let us have some space for the young ones coming to help our democracy. I swear to God, the people you are working for, if they had 2 of Zanetor Rawlings, they will be in power for 100 years. I'm telling you. That is the thing. And you see, we are going to be doing BORGAS today because this thing we are seeing Paul do today, it did not just start. It started because we, the people outside Ghana, we have built this. We have given people like Paul Dems the courage to be doing what they are doing today. And I'm going to let you know what the BORGAS are doing. You see, BORGAS everywhere. I have a message for you tonight. And they are going to be strong. The words are going to be very strong. You know me, I don't give no bagger wire for anywhere. I'll be back after 2 seconds and then we'll deal with today's matter. BORGAS, our problem.
Baby, I know that you go home, child. So I'ma take you to America. My new home, America. My new home, America. Baby, I know that you go home, child. So I could take you to America. My new home, America. My new home, America. Baby, I know that you go home, child. So I could take you to America. My new home, America. My new home, America.
Welcome back to Loud Silence Radio and TV Network. My name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. The main editorial is up. Yes, we are about to talk about the topic of the day. Let's make this simple. My issue today is simple. It's about the BORGAS in UK, in America, in Germany, in all the BORGAS out of Ghana, and even those living in Ghana. Now, I have a message for you, BORGAS. You see, it hurts when the BORGAS are you people live in Europe and America. You are not helping matters. It helps. It hurts. Now, you see BORGAS come to America, to UK, to Germany, and they see things. Some have lived in America, Germany for years. Some know the truth about living in these countries. Some even have contributed to the development of these nations. The BORGAS. And today I'm going to be specific. UK, US, Germany. You are the BORGAS I'm targeting. You see, some of you have deliberately decided to run Ghana down. We're not developing, or about 60% is coming from you BORGAS. Because you know what? You BORGAS live in America, Europe, wherever. And you know what is right. You have been working in America for the past 10, 15 years. For the past 10, 15 years, your paycheck has never locked before. Your paycheck is never locked before. A week or 2 weeks, every Friday, you get your check. Bing, bing. If it doesn't happen, you get worried. You start to question the system, right? And I don't think it even happens. When you live in America, you live in UK, when you work for 2 weeks or 1 week, your pay reflects. But you see, it's a system you have come to understand. a system be say that is how it's supposed to work. Obiatna America, UK, 20 years, 15 years. The lights are off maybe twice or 3 times. It flicked and came back. That same person, Ghana lights in your light in Jinaso, he doesn't have a problem because any party in our power. Let's talk about education. Majority of you BORGAS living in America and UK and Germany, your kids are having the best of education. Ebi mo hokra, mo wo Ghana, na mo fast, na mo be fam mbano, na mo di o ba America, mo di o ba UK, because you want to give them better education. Your certain president, they papa they call London to go have a better education. I don't know if Muhammad's dad took him to somewhere to go have better education. I'm yet to read that. But let's stick to this. Now the Mombana by America, because you know so America there, 7. By the time your kid gets out on the streets, na school bus na ba. You can the school bus about 15 minutes time. It will come 15 minutes time. You know, say schools have been built all over the place, and that Bano Oko school are definitely there's going to be some short or better school to sit in. Yes, and you pay taxes, and you believe say if the taxes you are paying, if it is not put to good use, you can walk into your congressman's office and question him. But when it comes to Ghana, a young MPP for young NDC for and say, you know, say in America, Obako school learning materials are there. In America, from nursery all the way to high school or whatever, it is free. But the American system had made sure, say, the schools are there already. And sana to be free na mankora, because no kid in America is going to learn under a tree. So there was a process put in place. And America forecast say, for every kid to have some free education, the infrastructure has to be there. But you, this same BORGAS will pick your phone and call a radio station in Ghana and say, school na yesina obian betwaso, then this government has not continued. It's no problem because nipa no see or a crown for into school no there abiding to us grandma and twaso. You are the BORGAS I'm talking to. Mon kano kre. And yamibe tuya mu nyina moka. You are the BORGAS I'm talking to. Or to me for phone no afraid radio, especially Obama UK no mudi dokono. They are very smart BORGAS in UK. I respect them. A few of them. I'm going to take my time and let you understand this. No, for phone. Yeah, the MPP for school no musi no school no there. Omo diska it mo twaso. Basad ni pano boga phone sa no ne ba eco school every day and eco school eco tena them. He has gone to learn say when the taxes are. He's gone to learn say there's the responsibility. Government is responsible for something. But a bani kuro masabdia or ya santini or ya nkraini or ya wuninti on kanokre, then you allow these politicians to make fool out of the people or to drain the people. Abra onim no. These are the people who are making life difficult for us. Let's talk about infrastructure, roads. Let's talk about factories. Oko UK, Oba US, Bebre, people are working. And your robots see nipa see, and these BORGAS know what goes into these things. How are the government is being scrutinized? How the journalists here are putting the spotlight on the presidents and the prime ministers and the congressmen and the representatives to do their job, and they speak to them in the raw term, the most simplest language for them to understand. When we say, Jack, why no way we will vote you out? But that same BORGAS will stay in US, will stay in UK and condone the nonsense some ministers are doing in Ghana because you're buying the waso. The same BORGAS are buying over UK, are buying over US. AC affordable housing. A man na on the yere and batimuna or basement, no Facebook Live, no can phone. That same BORGAS, because he's an MPP BORGAS, he's an NDC BORGAS, he will say Segleme housing. More bianco because John Dramani Mahama see or a tenny or a comfort into young investigation and sana ya manipa kotinim. Sa BORGAS ya so you see affordable housing. US, Bronx, Brooklyn, Chicago, you see Sheffield, then UK or Tim. Affordable housing. These are the same BORGAS Onim say America ha. People who are into agriculture, farmers, onim say, and the flood is here. The government of the day in America will make sure that he will make sure say every farm that was destroyed by flood, and I said they will give them money to sustain their business again because they feed the nation. But onim say when you go to Texas, majority of the farmers there, no Texas, they are being sponsored or being helped 90% by the government. Ain't in so to me kofa or Texas, the next 3 months their farms are back because abandoning him say they have to help the farmers. But that same burger is living in America. He lives in Texas. He lives in the UK, in Germany. He will pick a phone. No afras and FM say, "Mambo farmers no intafo omugusem sadabaya no omambo bia mumomu." I know, and they have said it. These are the same burgers. We can go on and on and on. Let's talk about health. These are the burgers living in Europe, living in America, living in Asia. More health insurance, and it is effective. Got the best hospitals. Me, when my wife was going to give birth, the hospital I lived, the room that my wife delivered in is like chamber. There's a bath in it. There's an extra bed for me. My wife's extra bed. There's a fridge. There's everything. It was paid by the people, taxes no more. These are infrastructure, nipa na ye. But when somebody builds a hospital in Ghana, these same hospitals are going to employ nurses, and these nurses are going to pay taxes to the government, and these hospitals are going to save lives. Somebody will sit in UK, will sit in the Bronx, will sit in Chicago, in Texas, and call a radio station and say hospitals John Mahama binti mamumbi. This person will go to church on Sunday no bonyam or denyamiase ubewu nyamebe bo duekun. These are the same burgers. So the reason why I say burgers na eku Ghana and say these burgers they know the truth. Let's talk about energy supply. I'm out for America, UK, Germany. I'm lighting call off for that. Their heat, their gas, their whatever is consistent. And yet, in more than a free space that they break man consistent. It is because the people are holding the government responsible. Today, when you ask people, I dum so de ya no ya da dum so mu dum so Mahama solve cry NDC solve cry Kofo Antman solve cry ya de ya MPP for de membusa Ekufuado dum so asem because boga need to light mo, but the lights now or timuno onim sa light ni wa amanfo betume ewu. That is where we are. And so boga way otumi fafo no afre Peace FM, no afre Hello FM, no obo Abronya abaso because Abronya is one of them or your MPP ni. And the crowd lights no dum so ohokra empese be mani din. Ubu some say na dum so no when a solve dum so CIA and they your excess power president say your excess power and so they be a light dum na o meka say and they anya problem. Dum so na dum so ho. So as a country, burgers ni na ekuye. And they are saying crosses one in the dorsum. Because the moment we to America, or London for years, no one to mean Yansa, want to mean Hundia Waha, Alpha and Wow fear. You see, they are burgers, they have done their best. Or people to me Tamsika, my own uncle, he carried over $17 million to Ghana to put together a farm with his partner. Government upon government upon government upon government. When I mention that company's name now, over helicopters, plane, a water, rice, is what I say because government upon government upon government. And Boga Biba Tanaka said, Nagana, you see, that is my problem with the burgers. Mon can create mo na mo be kungana burgers no. Mo ya hypocrites. Problem Ghana, these are the kind of things a mapola don't watch or the infantry and that vigor to come and do what they are doing. Now yanti America, yanti Hana, president FR plane. The president picked a private jet, put in pastors, put in journalists. Paul Adumocho was part of it, put in his family members. They flew all the way to United States of America. And on Makacha Boga said, president said he's going to build a cathedral. Into Munina Mamunkwejuma. Mon first mo check books mbra na mon be sign check my president na on fan ko si cathedral Ghana ufri asante be kwai ufri oboase dunkwan kwan no krampo ni fa so no mu ufri sekwi ufri north na wa jai odwuma na wa be sign check my president say on fa sika na nko Ghana nko si cathedral na wo boga na wo nim nyansa na wo jimi abra wo ni on ote ho no wo hwe news de bia say nipa ene emmoa na enum nsuo they are drinking from the same source. I'm asking you these burgers in America, especially burgers around DC and Virginia. Mo so am hukugu DC na. Mo ko try and check the man president. No. Do you know even where that money is? Have you asked about the source, where the money is, where it went? If Duncan Williams Virginia Bege Cambrofo and we shadow and we break and the Musa Duncan Williams when they try to plane ticket in the Baja first class. No. Now burger what's not broke 20 years 25 years unim nyanse bia what time checkbook show about you because your president na ba your MPP for into you have failed to speak sense into people who lead you. This is how stupid we are as burgers. And I'm not saying all burgers. Majority of us are stupid because nyansana ebahana we don't want to learn it. We have left our stupidity. You see, we came with the stupidity and we don't want to change. Nipa on person be change, you know. That's where majority. There are some burgers in Ghana. They decide who their household to vote for during the elections in Ghana. There are burgers who are American, UK, Germany, all over the place. They call and say, "Hey, make sure someone to abanama ikufor." And everybody in that house does that because he is the person feeding them. If this burger, this ignorant person, he's enjoying better life in America and he knows to say the government's responsibility is to provide those basic amenities. But when it comes to Ghana, nipa ni emwa nsuo. When it comes to Ghana, nipa yes in the middle of a pandemic. When it comes to Ghana, there's no free light. When it comes to Ghana, people don't have jobs. Or no ba no ni paper under table work here. But that burger no or better phone. Still, it defended the nonsense happening in Ghana today because tribalism, because still in Krasisem, he does not think about Ghana. He thinks about his stupid tribal ego. You people live in America. You people live in Europe, in Asia. Olait in Dumu da. Oko Ghana now criticize everything. But you can't call on TV. You can't force your family people to make the right changes. But what person Ghana who third road? Sebi dam na wo bana se na yewo. And you Ghana bibia basa traffic light crime siwo and a hospital person hospital crowd chair and I'm free. And I'm saying you are on radio every day. You are supporting nonsense. So how does things change? How are things going to change back home? Now my moon cross is seminar na the America. Now that day, no, almost a line in Washington. I went there, I was watching them. No more did that. A woman, it was cold. I didn't try. Your president to say, Obesi Cathedral, in Tiani Atna 20 years now, ya Jumana, ya die crano, ya kwa commandisika, or then I saw for Faba, Omofankosi Cathedral. Now, what sebi, we nipa now your chain. Was that the reason why we voted for Nana Dankwe Kufuado to come and lead Ghanaians? We voted for a government or this president to come and build hospitals and build schools and give us clean water, create jobs for people, expand the economy, make sure the ordinary Ghanaian can go and come and not travel to China to be treated like a dog. That is why we vote for governments, to make life for the people easy. Now, what's America? You are enjoying this. Your kids are in better school. Upon 2 weeks, your salary is in. Statement. Your water, when you open your tap, you can drink it directly. And coffee, you stay here, hospital. When you call 911, an ambulance, light. About 7 ambulances and fire truck will come to your house. But you don't want to speak the same language to the people leading your people back home. Now, what is the difference? You are the problem. Bogus, no more problem, no. Now, obitia broche, na me who video be, lady be. And then she is there insulting Zanetor Rawlings, insulting Osha Onipa Ojina or Bayanufo. Did say without use. I'm sorry, I don't have to use this. I'm not supposed to use this word. Now Sebi. Without you Sebi. Now we show about Ojina pa. Now in summer oka. Na nipa we wa broche. Now also obe Ghana. And I say na see. She doesn't understand whatever she's saying. And I would see Okasana say she's so into her tribal stupidity. If Rawlings did his things, and if Rawlings was a bad manager of the economy, does it mean Zanetor Rawlings too is a bad manager of the economy? And it's like Kufuor going to president. No, I question quite for share to Abidjan and phone now share the phone picture goes to China, dear pa, China and Coco, and no China and Coco, and just say it hurts. It really hurts. And we are making life difficult for boys and girls, or more for the youth. We, the BORGAS, are making life difficult for them. Because we are illiterate, we are ignorant, we are tribalistic, and we are stupid as BORGAS. Majority of us, not everybody. Number best line. Mumusa mu say, "Sasi kana mo kotuche mo checks na mutia ya no. Who accounted for that money? Where is that money?" Now, what's na brochia chese? What's up, bro? You sweat. How it's difficult to even make $1 in the United States. Now, President, Eddie Nipabe 20 a good plane, chartered flight, for private jet, for commercial first class. Eddie Omi Dinichaba, Adentra, your president so Kosi Cathedral, into Mubogas Namotiano, Yako Yiskama non Kosi Cathedral, but Oma Menote and Tonsia, Oma Menote, a Josono, on Yansion Ponum, on Nenchi, any Mokuya, any woman and Numusio. Now, Tiasa, your boga, and I'll cook an open to Betty, yet America, we are crashing. America, if you're American, boy, kusie America now. What you are driving, no potholes, your water flowing. And you want to see America. No, you the BORGAS are our biggest problem. Momo BORGAS, no, you people have to start thinking. Momo BORGAS na we problem, no, more na we problem. We increase for a majority of you people. There are good ones there who make good contributions and good suggestions because you see, Ghanaians said there's a BORGAS right now living in Italy. Or lockdown almost 3 months, and he knows the consequences and he knows the gravity of this pandemic. But sa BORGAS ya krasini obefa funa fre Peace FM obefre OK FM. Aka say I Ghana for there mo de bia mo ta Ekufuado and Ekufuado yet, but you know say Ekufuado is not doing the right thing. When you say the president is politicizing this pandemic, no afafun or shani bonk bi mo Italy. Now I'm making life difficult for the people. I didn't try ya santini, me ya Ukraini, me ya uneni. So now gini na saying on the tabluchi. Now I'm Ghana pejom beti yani ati Germany you, any ati America. What America you humo? You have to speak truth and tell the people back home, say, hey, baby, eteno, and yanko pona chichi krono, and you nipa daseni because the people hold the government responsible. There is a mandate. They give you a mandate. I'm say, be bintin a year to Obama. There is a reason why we are voting for you. We all have our individual problems, but at the end of the day, we come together to give you some job to do. What is that job? Come and build hospitals because we are not getting better hospitals to save people. What's the next thing to do? Give us clean drinking water. Go to the place and supply them. Make sure you give them clean drinking water. What is the thing to do? Our younger brothers and sisters don't have jobs. That is why we voted for you to go and solve that problem. And after voting for you, we are going to also take care of you so that you can concentrate and do the job. That's why we give you 15,000 Ghana cedis a day. We give you people cars. We give you people homes to live in. Into the gender minister and now who feels or to come and sit on radio and say, in the middle of a pandemic, somebody, an individual, an ex-president distribute 20,000 food for 20,000 households. Now, Obase, what? Well, you switch it in pancake. Then there will be some BORGAS in Germany, some BORGAS in the US, some BORGAS in the UK to condoning this nonsense. No, Busan was a BORGAS for no, and for so many party now also living in Europe and America and Asia and wherever. And for so many party now also, because you people are the ones killing Ghana. Mona mu say chrono. Most sorry. Now you see, it hurts. Na maso so BORGAS we so ebia ne say obi ti abreche ye nim adwuma oye o shechire e na all support government aban ba eba ma $2.5 million wajedi ya sade to amano And then nobody is talking about it. Adentra, that person is not connected to John Mahama. That person is not a friend to Ibrahim Mahama. That person on your tenny, until let's not talk about it. Radio is quiet. TV is quiet. What are we discussing? We are discussing Zanetor Rawlings because she's fighting for her people to get simple food to eat. Are we mad as a people, or we are just silly as a country? That is what we are doing now. We gave our country's oil to a criminal because in the US he has been charged as a criminal. But nobody's talking about it. We are all happy. Let's discuss Airbus 1. Let's go. The president, over 24 hours, signed the executive order. Special prosecutor, go after Don Mahama because he is my greatest threat. But we have somebody who is a criminal in US Constitution, in the law court of the US. He's been charged. Nobody discusses that. Adentra. Because he's a boy of the president. Because on a boy Ekufuado man be the president. Adentra or your nipa chain. Nipa be intimate and kanwasem. But where we can go to make things easy is go after a young woman, a young lady fighting for the poor in her community. And go online and see, and you will get BORGAS there defending this nonsense. That same Bogano or Boa Krobet Mark friend 911, 10 minutes. Less than 10 minutes, there will be fire trucks and ambulances in front of his house. But the ambulance service yesterday said they don't even have PPE or many personal protective equipment to save people. Nobody's talking about Adentra. One of us, Yenya Kamfo, Yenipa Bakure, the president, into me and Kamwasem. Oko Peace FM are quiet. Oko OK FM are quiet. Oko Asempa FM are quiet. Oko Joy FM multimedia is quiet. Adentra, one of us is president. Now BORGAS no so extra articles and they are defending crime. Now BORGAS ni free radio so me friend Boga 1. Me na naken and at the end and kwasi asamusa. Now later Oko na Oko Boga kusuda na akronfo be attack no mu ju huska no boat wa o say obi na ye. Because there's no opportunity for the young ones. The youth, they don't have anything to do. Now, if you don't follow the system will not work. Even in Europe and America, they are corrupt politicians, but they do their best to make sure the system works. That is very vital to the people. If I ask you a question today, why will you vote come 2020? You should have a reason for voting. Busaboga something Germany, US, whatever, and ask them, say, Jane, I'll be catching feel for say, Omuntuaba, Dentin, I'll be so. Okay, so say the MPP for, Mahama, they saw a 10-year crown for MPP, NDC for the crown for, but Busan said, oh, my yano, hospital Benny, then the coye. Baby, on an ateno, baby, only a banetino, Omunian Sionum. But Obusan questions when you're because here, Mahama do a tenny, and this is for me a comfort. The way you ska. Obusan questions I would be generous to about ultimate mount answer because the person he believes in, the person he trusts, the person on any free tribe community on Tuminka Nyachum lies. These are our hallmark as Ghanaians. And so that is why the BORGAS now have a problem with you people. You lie too much. Majority of you people, there are some very fine BORGAS. They have come to accept to say, if we don't push the system, if we don't push these politicians, they will never make us their priority. Never. That's why when you come to America, a journalist can stand in front of the president of the Republic of America, the president of the United States of America, and ask him questions directly in his face. Mr. President, why did you take this action? Mr. President, this money is gone this way. Why did you say that? It was not in your manifesto. You did not say it. That is why people here can do that. Can you do that in Ghana? It's been almost months. There's a pandemic in Ghana. The president of the Republic of Ghana has not come out to meet the press. Ask yourself why. Because the BORGAS in America, or two private jet bar, that's the stupidity of a Ghanaian. Now, you people are working hard. People need papers. Some people don't have papers. They are doing everything to survive. Every month, every week, you are sending money to Ghana, to your family. They are struggling. They are telling you, boy, the only thing you have to do as a BORGAS is to make sure that system if the system back home doesn't work, you will suffer as a BORGAS over Tinanko for basement for 20 years because they will still be dragging you home. If you don't speak up and tell the people home to do the right thing and take the right decisions, You stay in people's basement in the Bronx. Only nipa for a better apartment, sir, because when you seek $300 a week, $700 a week now, you have to take half and send to them. Because you, the burger, you failed to tell the government there you are paying your taxes to do the job. Identity am tribalism, and I'm speaking to my fellow accounts. Identity am a right system, Nimusa. And I will say this every day. And if it wasn't Mahama who became president, coming, who be that? I knew, sir, we did it to Rawlings. We did it so much to Rawlings. Now, Mahama be the president, can be named Ghanaians are too tribalistic, especially BORGAS and Mwabruchi. Which president, apart from Kwame Nkrumah, has done what Mahama did? And I will say it because the things are there for us to see. Today, Ridge Hospital is saving Ghanaians, but everybody is quiet. Yet, America. Hey, you need a president who will think about you and build for you to survive, who creates for you to survive, who will be a visionary thinker, who thinks about the future. And then when problems like pandemic comes, we can rely on those things he thought about. Let me tell you people, the only thing we have as accounts or as Ashantis, and the MPP. These people, the first day they got power, they disrespected Otumfuo Setutu, Gabi Ochodako, and Bedietu. They insulted the king. The king is a patient, smart, intelligent man. He forgave them some unko and nipa and amoni. You will survive for us to see. The king himself advised Akufo-Addo in front of everybody and told him they will take the MPP today. Today, we the MPP. Ask me, what do we believe in? MPP. First, you know, say, this is MPP. Today, when the president is speaking, his family members are speaking, this is Akufo-Addo's government. That is what they wanted all along. And the Okwa, C1, Akufo-Addo, this is their secret code. Obiani may catch them. Omanka send them C1, Akufo-Addo. So that is how they do the scale of preference. C1, Akufo-Addo. C2, Bumpty. This is their code. C3, Finance Minister, Ofuriatta. C4, Bedieto. C5, Gabi. C6, Baumia. So you have to understand, sir, before we make decisions in Ghana, it goes through all these people before our vice president. That's why my heart always bleeds for Baumia, because he is from the minority or a tenny, and he will never survive in the middle of these lions. He's a fine gentleman, a very intelligent gentleman, but he can never survive in these lions. Because these people is a curb. These people is a fraternity. When you fall in there, it's either they use you and use you as a donkey, or they bite you and kill you. They will tear your bones apart. Sometimes you feel like I use too many strong words, but time has come. BORGAS, Munjai John, some now with the Germany in America and UK, John, some near whom so John, some now quite a Ghana, no, now starting John, now with the American UK, no. John Crass, some now with the one. Mobile to America now, light, street light, that's one, that's one, hospital from John, some, I don't want to be in for. Majority of you, these BORGAS are John Crass for, want to mean Kenyans, Papa be and Chefio for, and Mom making sure say they vote for the right person and also ask questions and demand from these people because their money is being used to feed these people. Now with America, John, what am John for? You're still listening to Loud Silence Radio and TV Network. My name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. I'm going to take a few calls, and after that, I'm going to end the show. The number to call is +1 202 751 8769. +1 202 751 8769. If you call, make it brief, make it short, so that somebody else too can also make their point. This is the show. You have to tell a friend to tell a friend. If you're on YouTube right now, please go back and like and hit the like button. Go back and hit the like button. You're still listening to the #1 listen show in Ghana. This is the number 1 listen show. Streaming on 3 platforms, on YouTube and 2 on Facebook. Nobody can come close because here we serve the truth the way it is. We don't mince words. We are straightforward and we tell you because we are ready to speak truth to power. I'm taking my first call. Hello, caller.
Hello, yeah.
Go ahead, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, I'm about to make a free Germany friend. Yeah. And dear Kevin Taylor, okay now. You're right. Ghana, what Ghana, 95%. And yet, compound house, our Ghana, your bubble train in Shanyansa. Now, what's some son? Ubako UK will be an MPP chairman. Ubako UK will be NDC chairman. I'm going to say, yes, I'm going to say, and ye, I brought you one who do Europe, no Europe, no one answer. And see, when the people will have to say, Jimmy, yeah, something for, yeah, we are there, but talk about my MP. We are there, but talk about my NDC. The dear Tana Ghana for ye, a bag with you, answer. I brought you Uba, not to be Coscook cry, and the Ghana man, which made the Ghana president of Ghana. The dear Niaji, and in Yachum, quite the one near the fancy. Swam. Coming, I mean, shout. My power.
Hello? Hello, caller? Hello? Yeah. Everybody's trying to get through, so I know it's going to be like this for some time. Hello, caller, your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, this is Richard from Alexandra.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Kevin, you're hitting the nail at the right place because it's true that tribalism in Ghana, that is where we are not developing. Look at all these people. We came from all these villages and all. We are all in America. Do you know people still come the way they come? They still go back the same because their thinking is just because he's MPP and NDC, which is completely stupid. What is going on is to continue like this till Nana will bring the third world war or tribal war in Ghana. So that's what they expect. They want to rule till their kingdom come. A time will come. If people don't agree, some tribal war will start. That's what these people are doing. All those people who come from here to Ghana and all those things, they pay them. They pay them. They have a list of people that they pay them always. This is what is going on in Ghana. They are all corrupt and they use tribalism to divide the country. That's what they are doing. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. You're still listening to Loud Talents Radio and TV Network. The number is +1 202 751 8769 +1 202 751 8769. All right. Hello, caller. Your name and where you calling from? Okay. Hello. Hello, caller. Hello. Okay, I think he's not ready. Hello, caller. Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Yes, sir. Good evening, Kevin.
Good evening, sir.
The from Italy. Yeah. Let me say very good. Thank you. Let me say thanks so much. BORGAS, yene problem nampa. Na in the previous hypocrisy a hypocrisy a way system too much to the sense you pese a back no now say you abuchu yes you abuchu na say ma ya na fi se gama some previous na you heaven na they mean to say you to kwa ba ku ma say ba bisua bibi ye ba bisua bibi e wa ha na some previous adachi ye tumi e de akọkọ ye man no. But you be brain no home last mekan say be brain no some previous ya de na de that say nkuto what would they make no therefore oh yes therefore the say you tumi kokko boy mind near forget about all this what do you call it tribalism and what not no yeah fail totally who yes say hey asem pa na wo ka obu ma no would want them now no akwa ni treat say na ntwie war here for sa yakwa or say friend your friend say kura that afraid and now when you Jimmy you know you see who said the oh you know service previous papa I say anybody need to support too there was a time I heard me so to you what is this
everybody declare me
oh oh, Jimmy for Jimmy, yeah, me, young person will be better, or you Jimmy for chess and Hanam, Namin Session and can accuse as a Castle in Kuhunyansa. But that was sort of studies what they do at things I go to Suka. The 2003, let's forget about him. Now, you will be on Mars, 7 previous 100 when the man say, the MPP need us. Trust me, there was a time me call Ghana. I mean, it will be Dinkomo. And Commander need a free paranoia so about cancer of Bob will be a one would or woman. Just a one crop of standing MPP. But Tomano, because it's my for Jimmy. When you're the president, you didn't come up. Because you are far than for an ass, you a bon come up.
Yeah.
You have to be a free sub-you nipa, Jenipa became. And just the word Jimmy Sinner and sub-you Jimmy Simpson Abacandia, my friend Baby, Coco. Had none of Queen Chester, yes, you know, some put their own year as to me, when I can need that so Nipa or Ghana.
Yeah.
Which is about me, I am Bob Rabbit, I am Bob Nano, or because standing for no credit. Share Abrabon, your pim educate name and pim for your Baumia pim vice president to whom we are pim uncle in him.
I'm sure.
Because Baumia said, yes, so we knew who are Shana.
That's it, I'm sure.
On share the two, yes, on share the two, I knew Mahama. Sakunya we baba told us about Miyako or Palma because you are doing it.
That's it.
Oh, yeah. Don't forget to cry. Listen to be brief. I know that best. Thanks so much. Bye bye.
Hello, caller. Let's try and make it brief so that people can also get through. Hello, caller. Hello. Yes, sir. Good evening. Go ahead. Your name and where you calling from?
Kevin, my name is Titi. I'm calling from Massachusetts.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, Kevin, you have what you said today is something that I always say. You have hit the nail right on the head. It is those of us who travel from Ghana to this place. We are the cause of the problem. We are the cause of the problem. We have come here and we have seen the way things go on here. And we see wrong things that are being done. But because we are so tribalistic, our eyes are blind, we cannot say. We keep supporting it. And Kevin, you know what pains me so much? Those people who defend the wrongdoings of these people in Ghana. They are the well-educated people in the country here and other countries.
Yeah.
The well-educated people. So sometimes I ask myself, what have they learned in school? Look, do you think what these people are doing in Ghana, our leaders are doing in Ghana, do you think they don't know that they are not performing? They know they are not performing, and they know that what they are doing is for their own benefit. But because they see those of us who are here, it has to be defending the ordinary. We support them. So they keep doing the wrong thing. If not because of that, like you said, travel from Ghana, come here and say he's coming to take money from cathedral. And then I'll go and sign a check and give to I'm not stupid. What is going on? What is wrong with us? We cannot change. Huh? Why? Because of tribalism. No, Kevin, I went to Ghana 2018. The road network in my area, they are all bad. Just 2 days ago, I was talking to my brother. So I asked him whether those roads have been fixed. He told me, no, nothing is happening. The roads are still like that. 2018 up to today, the roads are still like that. And then we are here driving on good roads, and then we keep defending these people.
That's it.
God have mercy on us.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. You're still listening to Loud Silence Radio and TV Network. I'm going to take 2 more calls and end the show. Remember, there's an expose coming up on Sunday. Sunday night, I'll be releasing an expose. You can't miss that. Over 100 million cities, people have sat on it. Some people. And I'm going to give you documents and I'm going to ask questions. Coming Sunday, I'm going to release an expose. The youth, this is for you because the money belongs to the youth. The youth, this expose is for you. Don't miss this on Sunday. I'll be releasing it 6 p.m. Ghana time. 6 p.m. Ghana time. Yes. So if you're watching me, remember that the first coronavirus expose will be on Sunday. The first coronavirus expose will be on Sunday. Hello, caller. Where are you calling from and your name? Go ahead. Okay. Let's see. He's still trying to connect. Let's see the next caller. I'm going to take 2 more calls and then end the show for the night. Hello, caller. Your name and where are you calling from?
Hello.
Hello. Me Patrick Kazai.
Yeah. Okay. Me Patrick from Eden. Kelvin.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Is this Kelvin?
Yeah, you're online. You're talking to me. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. All right. Me Dasapan. I've tried so many times to get in touch, but me who say ejuma way no koso yes na it's shocking say ubetimi ni obi edi nkomo wa abrochire pa na nipa no wo feel say bia wa go school and you respect that person so much ubetimi ebie na no say eteni should the president say I have actually blocked a friend since 2016 election just because of that word. Somebody I have so much respect for.
It hurts.
It's Ube will say and I'm an airway. So if you are telling me that then it means you don't value me as your friend as well. Meaning the will cover me. I don't have to entertain people like that.
Yeah.
It's I don't know what we can do.
What we can do is now. What we're doing now is the best thing, yeah.
Yeah. Mary, me wa Ghana because me who say me bushia for ADD no crofo mo take us mo we area mo ho eni aduane a na ekomo ba ye beba me bushia for so I decided to buy bags of rice and other things and the skaka cracker on the ma and crofo na we area mo and they appreciate it so much. But say this kama Ghana for empenyin for betimi ama nkrofo aduane edi no mo de say aduane no mo emma couple people who I can't just make any thing out of leaders. They are so useless.
Yeah, that's the way.
Excuse my language. They are much. So useless.
Hello?
Thank you.
Thank you too. All right. Thank you very much. I think I ended your call probably. Sorry. Go ahead. Hello? Producer, let's do one call, then I can end today's show. Hello, caller. You might be my last caller. Hello?
Yeah, hello, Kevin.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Good evening.
Good evening, boss.
Okay, this is Abdul. I think I should speak to you because this. Okay. Open way the Okasa idea, yepa, because Minko Maudi, and Nika Oka idea. And near Japa, though in Iowa, which rebet. I am a account for me in Boja Queer woman. Even a manonia in Iowa. Who say Ghana for me a group no more, honest away in Northern, not Obama. Obia Shawanima, I said, would the one come from Kora? And yet the same thing. I didn't know a Wombojanum. A Wombojanum. And I assign at the Kufado system no more. 96. Share Akufado, yes, if you call a Kamukasa, say, Unim or Wua Yashenda. Unim or Wua Shenda. Kufado, who Yakufado or Ninipa. Is a Yenua. Because in a nimno a casa or casa di your friend is MPP campaign 96. The guy is just an arrogant person. He's an arrogant. He is not the kind of person that we undi ahinie we nipa ye den di hinie Ntino for me dear kasa unkomo a wodi dear ye pa because a bogus ya ye wo haye wo abo de ni do no Spain that ye na ye bogus and I didn't say wo mojam of e wo mojam because enyese omo frefre no kwa omo wo honom kura no mu wo ba bi omo hia ne se wo kopie wo honom ma wo ye tani no kwa ne de ya no mu omo identify as wo nka ho kura omo ka Ghana omo di Ghana ho komo na se wo kan is like you are not among you are the guest and last person nti we nkomo ya wudi de mi de me agene nkomo yi ho pa nti we de no na me pese meka nti we de nyame nsiraw.
Hello, caller.
Mr. Kevin.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. Fensei. In fact, sometimes I used to ask myself, say, Rwanda, and then Botswana, and in Namibia. I didn't know blacks that they are there.
Yeah.
And yeah, hello, and you're black no more. And you're black no more.
Yeah.
So why are they doing well? And then in Ghana, we move, we are moving forward. Under Muhammad time, we are moving forward. But right now, we are just retrogressing. You see, sometimes you want to say, Ivory Coast, Cote d'Ivoire, Watala, Eguso. They just have a civil war recently. A more developed country, you know. I don't understand what is going on right now. What's in Kabalistan? Kamama ne waswa. In Kabalistan, most of Ghana Medical Hospital in Kabalistan, it was better for. In Kumasi airport, Kabalistan, BM Kabalistan ye. I'm Kenya market in Kabalistan ye BM third phase crab Kabalistan ye. And Kabalistan water region, central region, any western region. Kabalistan there have been a lot of improvement. Be bien conçu. Je me suis je n'ai cause for dama. Me think of fight to mudi dab one temudi da offense away. They say what boom in our dying. I say you don't think where they are going to sleep. Today and then you to be for story be obia they say me do depa me say who obosu. They say obani number 7 me do da it's the Ghana for your blanca sanka. It's me strap boga for you suma your mind. Bible event Nehemiah Osuma ne man oh nti suma ye man say no o man say kuyenim Archbishop Nankawile last time say no man kon we ahwe ya there's going to be uprising. Okay, I see there's going to be uprising if you don't take time. There may be some uprising that it will take over the West Africa because what is happening is not easy. It is Mr. But you because who say no Ekufuado is a failure and he cannot do anything for Ghana, and it's serious. So, but Kasuna, because what is something if you move or man,
thank you. Hello, caller. Your name and where you're calling from. I'm going to take producer. What do you think? How many calls now to end the show? Hello, producer. If you're listening to me, let me hear from you, producer. Yeah. Okay, so we missed this call. Let's see if we can take one more. I need a signal from my producer, then I can make a decision on how many calls to take. Hello, caller, go ahead. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yeah,
Hello?
go ahead. Yeah.
Good evening, brother.
Good evening, sir.
Meeting the Akwesi Bedu, Mekasa Germany.
Bacho Kasa.
uncle, and na kasa papa, and the program and topic at the bottom. Akasa mamanya je papa uncle. Just this week here, my colleague back kwame in the bedroom, right? Yeah, it's come off coronavirus here home, mesma yarbi or why Ghana ma or hardin or Ghana. Not some of the common say like on the yesterday a Kufado or president.
I didn't try.
Now to the man Ghana free na boo. No on the a NDC food declare and can Mahama. Na ma mete ne kasana mete me small kasana no our fault because you are fortunate burger. Today my president no you unfortunate president and the same thing ATC no bi wa say this kind of aba for we Germany anti it's na because uncle today egbochi na ye won now there you shia the nan kamaleki there ye kofia ye de kobo fiefo e mom na kede ya ye pokra ye mom na ye nwen kede ye nwen na adwen papa bia ye na kanfo ye nwen na adwen papa bia de tribal politics nko
oh serious oh hadwen
kede sisia edun wan tas the Ghana for na ye Ghana for ya ba ye nko awo ye na nkasa ye men simple because Akufo-Addo no ye president Shemoro kodo she I lock it down Accra no Kumasi so sampa there or they lock it down because you have no you and na real demolition na dem kofo na rebubu wona dan sisia and he fa no wokoda kede etno ho enta sisia Akufo-Addo wa ba ye bosomo so wa ba ya abado kede Ghana mpemfo no so biale ni wa otum bi na no kasa oye monwa ehwe NDC time mesima na Ghana mpemfo yes me wo the peace council Christian council one council we now was plan work kasa wo boaban na chi nan the Akufo-Addo no ye president inti Ghana mpemfo peace council Christian council one we na wa kan one out net one tafe
boss me that's papa nyame sure
inti uncle wasa mele kanbe na kasa manyage na yankopon sure pa yankopon no because I am be the duet.
Thank you.
No matter.
Oh, sorry, Mikro Fantini. I think that the time. I'm sorry. Last caller, last kunkung. Last kunkung. Hello, caller. I'm picking the last kunkung call. The last kunkung. After this call, I'm not going to pick any more calls. I think I need to bring the show to an end. This caller too is struggling to get through. Who is going to be lucky to be the last caller of the day? There you go. Okay. Hello, caller. Hello?
Let me also come in.
Yes, sir. Patron, are your last person?
Yeah. Finally, over 200 times now.
Oh, really? Oh, that's good. Finally. God bless you.
This is Bob Lincoln from Italy.
Go ahead, sir.
Rob, may God bless you for this work you done today.
Good.
We have been living with hypocrites, tribalistic, and a lot, I don't know. They are very, very, very educated. The people you talk about today, they are very, very educated. Okay, as the educated one are using pen to become thieves in Ghana now. This is the same type of people you talk about today. We have a very big problem. Our problem in Ghana is tribalism and secondly, corruption. And we, the youth, we are not ready to get together. We are not ready to get together. I had a lot of friends here in Italy here, because of this issue. I don't discuss matters that concerning the state with them again.
Yeah.
Because what you hear from them, there is no reason in it. Because you are here, we could have learned and go and help our people back home. Last time I was telling my friends, if things change back home, I'm ready to go and devote myself to help them, my Ghana for at least 1 year. Because I did not go to school better, but I have ideas that I know what I learned here for all these years.
You don't need to have a PhD to be able to help your nation.
All that I learned here for years, I can help them put in places that things will work. I told my friends, I'm ready to devote myself for 1 year. I don't need money for doing that because I need the betterness of the country. My relatives, my families are there. We are suffering. Akufo-Addo become a god on earth. Nobody can talk again in the country. If you talk because you are not Asante, you don't speak Twi, and you put it right today that you the Akans are the problem. Thank you for that word that you use. Because if you are not an Akan, you don't speak in Ghana this time again. Thank you so much. God richly bless you.
All right. So
we will continue supporting you.
All right, sir. So that was the last caller. I'm not taking any more calls. I'm sorry, caller. So that's it. This announcement goes to the youth. On Sunday, I'll be releasing an expose. I've been working on this. I have about 17 more exposés I've not released because in the middle of a pandemic, you can't be bombarding people with exposés. But I think it's about time we started releasing the exposés. So on Sunday, I'll be releasing what I call the first coronavirus expose. This one is detailed. In fact, the person, and you see, the problem with this expose is the money is supposed to go to the youth, but one individual and his wife, they have taken over the money. And people will be shocked because the lifestyle this person is putting out there will even explain the expose, will justify the expose. And always remember, I'm coming with documents. And when I come with the documents, I expect people to come with counter documents. It's very important. I wouldn't just come sit here and make things up like Paul Adomotri and no. I'll come with the documents. And when I come with the documents, the people who are concerned, the people who are involved, whose name will be mentioned, the office that will be mentioned, they should be ready to come and defend this. Come with counter documents. Don't just sit there and say Kevin is making things up, because the people are ready to accept the truth. We come with documents. On Sunday, the first coronavirus exclusive expose will be coming out. You know, we've done lots and lots of exposes. People have been fired. They were supposed to stand trial. The president didn't do that. He just made these people just walking around. We will still go on releasing the exposes. I'm coming out with the 2020 coronavirus expose, and it's going to be Sunday, 6 p.m. Ghana time. Sunday, 6 p.m. Ghana time. So I might not show up on radio on Sunday. So it's been a good journey. I keep saying that you are the family. You've held us. You've been able to be there. You've been able to protect us in prayers physically. Sometimes you're on air fighting, you're online fighting people who try to, downplay this show. And I see all these things. You put your life on the line, even though people are going to victimize you and attack you personally and anyhow. But you guys have been there for us. And I'll always say that I really appreciate your time. I really respect what you have done. Just staying online with me for 2 hours shows that you really respect me. And I also do respect you a lot. All that I'm fighting for is a better Ghana. I don't care, irrespective of who is in power. It could be A or B. The issue has to be talked about. We need to speak truth to power. My fellow Ghanaians, I've always told you, no matter where you are, you can be in space, Jupiter, wherever, you have to understand you have to be a messenger. And when you want to be a messenger, there's one thing you have to understand. You should be a messenger without a Quran or a Bible in your hand. You have to be a messenger who is ready, willing, and very, very much willing to speak truth to power. My fellow Ghanaians, I love you. I love you, and I know you guys love me too. And we'll make it, I think, on Monday or Sunday. On Sunday or Monday, we're going to meet. But don't forget, on Sunday, I'll be releasing an expose. Over $100 million gone. We need to find where the money went and who should be held responsible. Thank you very much, and God bless you.